Hi guys, I am Trish with Unique Me 303 Healing and Empowerment. This message is going to be for the weekend ahead. However, if you see it and it resonates with you, then it was definitely a message for you. Let's go ahead and just get started. Which cards do I start with, please? Okay, they're reminding me I was going to do some healing before the video. They're wanting me to just send energy out and intend on wherever it is meant to go in your body or your chakras, whatever the energy is meant for, it's going to go directly to it. So once this healing is done, I want you guys to just put in the comments which energy, where the energy went. If you felt it in a certain area, what may have happened, share those things with me. I'd appreciate it, because this is the first time that I've ever just sent the energy to where it needs to go. I've done it when I've done healing on people, but never on a video. So I'm curious to see what everybody experiences and what kind of things that they go through. I'm loving how the sun is coming in and shining on me today. I love when that kind of thing happens. I always feel the energy of the sun when the sun is shining on me, and I'm definitely feeling it now. So if you're capable of going out and connecting with the sun today, make sure that you do so. All right, let's just go ahead and begin. 111, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and send this energy, set intentions on sending this energy to wherever it is meant to go at this time, whether it be your physical, spiritual, emotional, what I already say, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, any of those bodies. I'm trying to get it out right. Anyway, let's go ahead and do this now. Just claim it wherever you're starting to feel those energetic sensations, like pulsing sensations, vibrations, tickles, tingles, pitter-patter, swirling sensations. I'm feeling a pulsating sensation coming out of my hand, so you may even feel it pulsating coming into your body. I'm seeing some of the energy starting to swirl inside of the body, like all the way around the spine. So some of you may be feeling that as well. If you have pain in random spots in your body, you may intend, on thinking of that energy going to those pains. Or if you just know that your emotional body needs this energy, but it's going to go basically to where it needs to go anyway. Some of you are going to feel energy being removed at this time. Most of it I see coming out right around abdomen area. It could be coming from different parts of your body, but out of the abdomen area. Okay, guys. Make sure that you give thanks for the healing. Let me know down in the comments what or where the energy was received. I feel like I'm having a hard time speaking today. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Which cards do I start with, please? Which cards do I start with? They've been having me use these cards quite a bit lately. Let's see what kind of messages. 404, guys. You can look that up on Sacred Scribes, but that could be the angels working with you. Something to do with working out cycles or starting new cycles, maybe even. So some of you may be taking things to an extreme way, maybe manipulating people into moving in a direction that you want to move in, or, trying to manipulate a system, so to speak, or maybe even your guides that are around you, trying to manipulate them into a certain outcome or a different outcome than what you're really wanting to what am I trying to say? I feel like some of you are not wanting to put in the energy into making something work, making something be fulfilling or successful. You do have double eights here, so 88 is something that you'll want to look up. You can look that up on Sacred Scribes, but I feel like you're taking something to an extreme energy, 4, 5, 6. Maybe you need to take it to extreme. Some of you may be the opposite, not putting time and energy into something that you know is going to produce some results. So they're asking you to take it a little bit further. But I'm really getting this energy of feeling like you're trying to manipulate the system, manipulate your guides into having an outcome that you've been wishing for. But I feel like a lot of you are going to be learning lessons and having to back off and just allowing God, the universe, your guidance to really help you to learn the lessons that you need to learn so that you can understand that by not being in control of the outcome of something, that the lessons that you're learning are going to provide growth. It's going to provide more stability in whatever it is. And I feel for most of you, this is a relationship. And it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. But I know relationships for the next 6 months to a year is going to, at least all of 2022 is going to be relationship, building bonds with people. And like I said, it's not just going to be romantic relationships. But I feel like some of you are trying to even steer like something that's blessing you, some sort of connection that is blessing you in a way that's making you feel fulfilled, happy, joyful, peaceful, serene, whatever it may be. But you're taking it in a different direction, self-sabotaging. Some of you are, because that's what you're used to doing. And before you give somebody an opportunity to walk away from you or hurt you in some way, shape, or form, you sabotage it. Okay. And this is what I'm getting from this. So this is what this manipulation energy is. This extreme energy would be, is you self-sabotaging, or maybe just those thoughts of self-sabotage, and you're learning to be that alchemist and changing those energies back into like higher vibrations of hope and peace and love, joy, happiness, what have you. Thank you. Yeah. Some of you are taking your energy and giving it away and then taking it back, giving it away and then taking it back. And Spirit is saying like that even is an extreme way of being. That can cause people to be uncertain, maybe they could have a hard time in making some sort of decision, 7-Eleven, because of this back and forth. It's like a boomerang energy. Like you give it and then you want it right back. You give it and then you want it right back. This could be love. This could be of your time and energy. It could just be like, you're showing some sort of caring energy and then all of a sudden you're ghosting somebody. Okay. That's something that this card is referring to. And I feel like a lot of people are in that energy, but the reason why most of you are in that energy is because of your past. You're allowing your past to kind of dictate what's going on and allowing you to have more fears, or maybe you're feeding into illusional thoughts because this happened in the past with so-and-so, then it's probably going to happen now. And for a lot of you, I feel like time has passed for something, or maybe there's been some distance for a while in between you and maybe somebody that you're creating a bond with. And Spirit's saying like, quit trying to manipulate what we're doing here. You've asked for this blessing. You manifested it, whether or not you intended on manifesting it. You've been thinking about this type of energy. We brought it to you and now you're trying to screw it up. What are you doing? So a lot of people are going to be learning lessons and like just letting go, not having the need for control, or trying to, figure out how to not have control. But there's a lot of duality coming with this card. Yes, they're saying. I really feel like it's a lot of ego talking to many of us right now, really trying to steer us away from being hurt. But I feel like most of us are on top of the game and realize like this is just that challenge, that lesson that I need to learn. I've been having the same pattern carry over in every relationship, whether it be with friends, family, coworkers, a romantic relationship, or what have you. I've carried these energies over, these patterns, and I don't want to continue to do that. So I'm going to see what I need to change so that I'm not so extreme, so that I don't self-sabotage, so that I don't keep giving my energy and then pulling it back and causing confusion to the other party involved. Okay. Or maybe confusion to myself. But yeah. Not these cards. Yes. Okay. What other messages do you have for us in love, romance, finance, ascension messages? Messages from Spirit or higher self, please. Thank you. Yeah, so they're asking you to just keep going. Don't quit now. Some of you are being asked, this came out in the TikTok video that I made earlier this morning, so you guys might want to watch this. But, stay. Just stay. When you feel like giving up, when you feel like walking away because that's what you would have done in the past, Spirit is asking you to trust because you trusted enough to constantly think about what it is that you want to manifest. Then Spirit or God, the universe, the angels brought it to you. And now that you got it, it makes you uncomfortable because you feel like there's going to be some shoe that drops or, something is going to give and you're going to be, you're going to regret that you made that decision to go in that direction. But Spirit saying, just stay. Don't leave 5 minutes before the miracle happens. Work through these insecurities, these feelings of being vulnerable, feeling vulnerable or being vulnerable. And we've got 3 8s, guys. Go with the flow, be in the flow, abundance, infinity. I'm feeling as if there's like a major shift, a major transformation within a lot of bonds with people at this time. Again, it could be one person in your life. It could be many people in your life, but either way it goes, they're asking you to just stay, go with the flow, be in the flow. Take the challenges, the good and the bad with the indifferent, and then also see the good that is coming out of it because there's definitely a blessing that is being given throughout all of this. And then we have order. This is order coming to relationships as well, guys. This card is a number 6 card. 6 is about relationships, whether it be romantic or not. It's about connections, deepening the connections. But this card is asking you to put some things in order. Maybe there's some thought patterns that you still need to clear out. Check them off of the list of things to do. Get things started and put in order to work things out, to go in the direction that Spirit is leading you in. Because, they gave you the blessing. You're trying to self-sabotage this blessing, but Spirit's like, we're not letting up. We're going to keep pushing this blessing towards you because we know what your heart truly desires. Let's get the ego out of the way, though. So some of the things that you're going to be facing right now is, getting these fears in order, letting go of them or just facing them, whatever it is that you need to do, but getting those things in order because there's a lot of abundance that's coming by clearing these things out or by facing them head on or what have you. And some of you are in need of facing these fears just so that you can get your visions back. Some of you are clairvoyant or maybe empathic. One of those people that sees into things that are getting ready to happen. And maybe you are not quite connected with this ability at this time. And Spirit saying, get rid of some of these energies, let go, let God, quit trying to be in control. Stay even when you don't want to stay and you're feeling vulnerable, feeling a little confused, or you just don't understand. But you got to remember the energy that I'm going through right now, the energy that you're going through, the person that you're thinking about, or the person that you're building a different type of bond with at this time is also going through it. Everybody right now is in a process of building bonds and relationships with people from the past, people that are new. It's just building relationships, and these relationships are going to be relationships that you desire. So those relationships that you don't desire are going to fall to the wayside. So things are getting in order so that you can have what it is that you dream and desire out of connections. But some of those things, it's going to involve having to face some fears so that these things can come into order, okay? So that you can start having these visions again, so that you can feel like a reconnection. Which cards? Thank you. What other messages do you have for us, please? In love, romance, finance, ascension messages from Spirit or higher self, please. Am I supposed to take all of these? They said yes. And we got another 8, guys. This is the snake, which could be referring to Kundalini energy, but really what I'm getting from that is somebody being like sneaky, secretive, maybe keeping their true feelings about you or for you away from you. I do feel like a little bit of baffling energy, but I feel like this energy is you feeding into illusions, processing through past type of patterns to get to the other side. But the good news is that something good is happening out of this. There is going to be success. This is a card of bringing in information of celebration. It's not a message coming to you. I mean, you could receive a message, but it's about spirit saying, this is congratulations. We're going to celebrate. We have things to celebrate. 1441. Look that up on Sacred Scribes. But we celebrate those things because you push through these illusions. You face the fears head on. You allow yourself to get past carrying the same type of patterns from this relationship over into a new relationship. Doesn't mean that it's always with romantic, guys. You got to know that. But there is going to be some disappointment for some of you. There's going to be somebody that may try to trick you a little bit, make you feel, and maybe it's not even on purpose. Maybe it's just because they're going through this change too. But, there's going to be some energies of, I like you, but I'm ghosting you. I want you in my life, but don't come over right now. Like back and forth, push and pull, boomerang type energy. However, that's going to cause some disappointment. But what is going to happen is most of us are going to keep just pushing on, seeing that in the past we would have just ran. But now we're going to feel like running, but we're going to stay. We're going to put some things into order. We're going to feel what we need to feel. We're going to go through 1551, what we need to go through. And we're going to realize like we're cutting these patterns out by facing it. Okay, so disappointments is going to also come with some success because we're going to face those things head on. We're going to keep pushing through. We're not going to give up 5 minutes before the miracle happens. But expect that there is going to be some slight disappointment, some energies of, like what the flip, man. I felt like I was giving it my all, and this person or situation was feeding back to me a lot of really pleasant energy. Why do I feel so confused about this? And you're going to get through that. Some of you are learning to see the beauty in others, learning to be non-judgmental. This is like that Christ consciousness energy. So you're learning to heal the things that need to be healed in yourself. You may even be helping others to heal what they need to heal in themselves by triggering some sort of emotional response in them by just saying something or doing something or acting in a way that they may have felt like hurt them. However, like they're having to take a look at, why did it hurt me? Is it really them that hurt me, or is it something from the past that I'm bringing over and allowing it to hurt me, because I'm pulling it into this relationship. So a lot of people are clearing out and putting in order things that may cause them to see the bad in others, or, what have you, but learning to be non-judgmental, learning to have unconditional love and compassion for others, that Christ consciousness. Okay. We do have 8, 9, and 10 as well. Both of them. So some of you may be moving residence or thinking of moving residence at this time. I have been getting quick flashes of something that is to come in the next year for me, and it's moving houses, and I don't know how it's going to happen. Don't even have the money for something like that to happen, but Spirit has been showing me like this is something that you're going to be preparing for and that you're being prepared for at this time. So some of you that may not even be thinking about moving at this time may have some sort of prospect that comes up within the next several months or so. Maybe even within the next year, because they were giving me like that, vision that I was seeing. So some of you may be having some sort of indicator that you're going to be moving sometime in the near future. We do have 6-6 here as well, guys. 666 actually. So you guys might want to look up 888, 8, 9, 10, and 666. But sixes are about relationships, about connections. So there's a lot about connections here, and it doesn't have to just be connections with physical people. This could be like mediumship connections or connections with telepathy, or, learning about connections and oneness. But some of you are feeling as if you need to break some sort of bad news to somebody. Like maybe there's a part of you that you're afraid somebody isn't going to accept, and you feel like it's bad news that you need to give somebody, but Spirit's saying like it's not really bad news. If they can't accept you for who you are, then were they really yours to begin with? Okay, were they meant to be your friend, your stay family, or was you meant to stay in a relationship with them, or what have you? So you're going to be learning things about these connections that are really going to test you and make you wonder, like, should I be going in this direction? But I feel like most of you are going to have a lot of clarity on these things that are happening. It's not really going to be too shocking, because you already had these intuitive nudges or like these gut feelings or discernment feelings that said, so and so I need to let go of in my life, because they only bring me sadness. They only bring me, whatever it is that they would bring you. But shoot, sorry guys. Some of you are in that energy of also meeting new people, though, to replace those people that have been taken from you. This may be important to some of you. This is citrine, which is all about abundance, creative energy as well. What other messages do you have, please, in love, romance, finance? Thank you. So Chastity came out. This is about connection with past loved ones. So again, it's not just, these 3 6s are not just about relationships and love. So there's something to do with just connections, okay? Connections in general with deceased loved ones, with physical people, with what have you. Some of you are connecting with that mediumship ability, as well as connecting with the empathic ability of connecting with energies of not just physical beings and their pain, sorrow, happiness, or, what have you, but picking up on the energy of those that are deceased and around you, your ancestors, your guides, maybe even connection with angels. So an empathic energy is being heightened for a lot of you, but some of you is just about mediumship and connecting with telepathic communications, as well as feeling their energies, maybe even having intuitive flashes of images of people that may be around you or what have you. But these 6s are representing connection right now. Any kind of connection. I feel like some of you are just starting out connecting in that mediumship ability, realizing some of you, okay, thank you. Some of you are even in this state of feeling guilty for being able to connect with deceased loved ones. I feel like an anxious energy. Some of you are probably raised Christian or Catholic or something of that sort, and your beliefs told you that it's not okay to speak to spirits or to be able to communicate like that. And so some of you are feeling guilt and having to grieve over the truth of what is happening, because you can't deny something. Once it happens and you just know that it's undeniable, then it becomes a truth for you. So you sit in that truth and you have to process through, well, I was taught wrong. Were these people lying to me? Most likely they weren't. This is what they were taught as well too. So you're also going to be processing through energies of, oh my God, they taught me this, but at the same time I need to forgive them because they didn't mean it. They didn't know any better. Okay, so there's even those type of energies that some of you are going to be going through at this time. But they're asking you to set some firm foundations, speak your truth to people. When you feel led to speak your truth, like, I'm a medium, I'm starting to connect with deceased loved ones, and your Christian family is like, oh my God, get away from me. That's wrong. It's evil. It's the devil. It's what have you. Those are even lessons that you're going to be learning. But I do feel like some of you, that may be like this bad news or this shock that's going to come to you, or maybe this disappointment. But Spirit keeps saying, once again, you're learning Christ consciousness. So you're getting to this place of being non-judgmental. So when they judge you, you've learned to not judge back because you know how it feels. So you're learning to have compassion and unconditional love for others, whether or not they're judging you. However, listen to this. Once you do that, your energy elevates to a place to where your light shining so bright that it makes them uncomfortable, and they are forced to heal whatever it is that started in the first place. Them being judgmental about your gifts and abilities or what have you. It'll happen. It's happened all around me. It'll happen all around you guys as well. And that disappointment is going to turn into a blessing, okay? A blessing of bonding people deeper, of starting to have that Christ consciousness and not being as judgmental or what have you. 2332, I was told to tell you guys. I am going to go ahead and share these I am affirmations with you. And I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I'm going to start working out in my yard today. I'm so excited about that. 2, 3, 4, 5, guys. Look that up as well. I am magnificent. I am grateful for my ascension symptoms and the transformation that comes with them. This has been coming out quite a bit lately. So a lot of you are probably experiencing those headaches, body aches and pains, feeling of tremors in your body, sleepless nights, heat and energy rising up and down your body, ears maybe hearing different tones or ringing sounds, headaches, blurred vision, crisp vision. things of that sort, hearing music that no one else is hearing people call your name, what have you. There's all kinds of little symptoms that are going to be coming with this transformation that you're going through at this time. And then I am unconditional love. So I hope that everybody got something out of this reading. If you participated in the healing earlier, please let me know where that energy went to. I'd be grateful for that, guys. If you're interested in winning a free full reading giveaway at the beginning of the month, please like this video and then put in the comments your name or a comment along with the date so that you can be entered in to win. Thank you so much for anybody who has been liking, sharing, subscribing, following, putting your name in the comments and liking the videos so that you can be entered in to win. It all is a way of helping me to get into the algorithm so that I'm seen more. So I appreciate all of your guys' help. Thank you so, so much. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Bye. Much love.